Nightmare mode can be, well, just that. An absolute nightmare. So while we have a basic Doom Eternal tips video, I've put together just a few nightmare difficulty ones to help the Doom Slayers out there who want a little bit of an extra challenge. You are going to die a lot, and the further you get into the game, the more you're going to die. To that end, our objective is to minimize the number of times our Doom Slayer takes a short trip down the river Styx. The saving throw rune allows you an extra chance every life, letting you push on with 1 health point, slowing time to a crawl, and giving you 1 more shot at survival by glory killing or blood punching your way out of a sticky situation. I can't tell you how many times this has helped me complete an arena or Slayer gate, mercifully preventing the dread of seeing myself jibbed by a Revenant rocket and forced back to a previous checkpoint, only to face the same horde of demons again and again. And if you ever get confident or cocky enough, you can always swap the rune out for another one later on. 2 things are vital to keep in mind while playing Nightmare mode: how much health you have to play with and your ammunition. To that end, you need to make every shot count, and keep each demon ripe for ripping and tearing so you can heal off of them in a pinch. After a few hours of playing, it was ground into me just how many shots with a heavy cannon it took to take down basic fodder enemies, or how close I needed to be to stagger an enemy with a shotgun rather than totally jib them. After that, I was counting each shot anywhere from 2 to 5, so I could ensure I was able to do glory kills with the most efficient amount of ammunition. If you get into this habit in the early game, it will serve you well into the late game areas where it's imperative to have a zombie saved up to tear apart. I was challenged to play through the game on Nightmare mode without a HUD. The video on that you can watch right now, but this method taught me how to make the most of each exploit and mechanic to increase my chances of survival. While I was using the weapon wheel menu so I had some idea of how many rounds I had left, I realised that time around me would slow. I thought there would be some kind of limit to this, but it turns out I could move and take advantage of the slower pace of things to take in my surroundings and plan my next move. If things got overwhelming, I was able to take a moment to regroup as I forced the world around me to a crawl. That way I could take note of every enemy and easily pick the right tool for the job. Perfect for if you're being chased or have 1 too many plasma shots being sent your way. There's plenty to find in the dark corners of the levels of Doom Eternal, and while the game suggests taking a trip off the beaten path, it's really imperative to do so on the higher difficulties. Taking a detour between battles can often pay off in big ways, especially as each upgrade point or extra life matters so much more while playing through a Nightmare. Making sure you get all the Praetor tokens, 1-ups and boosts will help you keep on keeping on through your uphill struggle. Take it from me, those tiny health boosts or survival perks really can make the difference between Slayer and slain. Alright, so this one is a real cheesy one, but dire times call for drastic measures. If you're already stuck on one of the later levels, you can actually go back to one of the previous missions, pick up the extra lives, quit out, and rinse and repeat. In fact, in the second level, there is a 1-up literally next to the start of the level. Like I said, it's cheesy, it's gross, but the demons aren't going to fight fair, so why should you? So those are my tips for Doom Eternal's Nightmare difficulty. If you want more tips, you can check out the previous video we did that covers the game in its entirety, and we have lots more Doom Eternal content coming your way, so make sure you subscribe to GameSpot.